first off, what are your general thoughts on your brother being inducted, and how proud are you for him?
Oh my goodness! Just the recognition thing is really an attribute to the personality, the person, the drive, and that he had. It's just in his sport, as it was. It takes a lot of that. It takes a lot of inner energy to drive yourself on to be what you are and what have you. So yeah, and I've seen that from day one, what have you, and a lot of people did, what have you. Early in his career, when he first started, a friend of ours, Mr. Gary Shasberger, seen that energy, and I was raised by a single parent. And I had a brother and a sister, and needless to say, money was kind of thin, and what have you. And a friend of mine, Gary Shasper, said I'll finance it. So my brother went on to a wrestling camp and lit his fuse. And after that, it was like a firecracker. It just bang, 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 just accolades after accolades, throughout his career. He had a drive that was unbelievable. It was amazing to see.
What was it like growing up with him? Did you two ever wrestle? Get into it?
No, I never did personally, but thank God I had an opportunity to grow up with him, and an opportunity throughout my life, a couple times at miscellaneous places throughout the country that he coached at. I was able to go and spend not only a couple months, sometimes years with him, staying with him and grow up with him, So yeah, we were real close.
I know he won 3 national titles here. What was that like? That's an amazing accomplishment. What was he kind of like during that time period?
Well, to be honest with you, when he was accomplishing all these things, I was overseas in the jungles, so I didn't really get to be part of that too awfully much, what have you. Yeah, that was very, very interesting. I would get letters, daily letters, mind you, from my mother. That was a major driving force in my family. As I'll say in my speech this evening, or what I'm going to say, what have you, she would come to as many meets as she could at that time, and there was many people up in the audience were a little scared that she was going to have a heart attack, because she was bouncing all over the place and yelling and screaming and carrying on and what have you like that, but boom, boom, boom with her son, what have you, and that was, it was a lot of fun.
Did you ever, did that give you a boost when you received a letter and heard that your brother was doing well?
Oh yes, very much so. And the recognition goes beyond, and to this date, he's brought up, and they think of him with high esteem and what he did because of his drive, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.